Hi guys, it's Lara. Thanks for watching and welcome to Vlogmas day 15. So I thought we could do today again a what I eat in a day video. I will throw in also a few glimpses of my day and we'll also chat a little bit. So today we had a really early start. Jack had to get up at 5 and he had to go very early to the hospital because today he's having his shoulder surgery. So I got up around 6 just to hug him and to tell him I love him and to wish him good luck. And I also wanted him to know that I turned off the flight modus on my phone so that he could reach me anytime in case he needed anything. And then I went back to sleep. Hercules was snoring. He was so cute, cuddled in. He also went underneath the blanket and cuddled with me. And then Jack woke me up again at 7:30 with a phone call because he thought they might need another set of x-rays that he left at the office because these were the original x-rays, and when they told him what to bring with him, these x-rays weren't on the list. But he was like, I'm not so sure, maybe they will change their mind, and he knows I like a slow start. I'd rather get up earlier and then not have to drive to the hospital than being woken up and hearing like, oh, you need to be here in 30 minutes. I just hate that. So he knows me very well. I was very happy about that. And then he called me like 20 minutes later and he said, no, we don't need them. You don't have to drive anywhere. But it was okay because I was going to get up at least half an hour later anyway. I did my hair, I put on a little bit of blush, and that's it. Today I'm not in a mood for mascara. And now we will go downstairs with Hecky Bear and I will feed my little garden wolf and I will make myself a smoothie and then we'll take it from there. So for breakfast, I will first squeeze out these 2 oranges. It gives me usually like half a glass of orange juice and then I fill it up with water, and that's what I drink right now every day because I just like to have some extra vitamins. And I usually don't eat that much fresh fruit in winter because in summer when we have watermelons and peaches and apricots and strawberries, I eat way more fresh food, and I feel like I should eat more fruit in winter too, and that's for me a great way how to do it. So orange juice, then I will take the leftover pulp that will be left in the juicer and I will add it into my smoothie, so that way I use up everything. And my smoothie is gonna be 4 bananas. Today I'm also gonna add 1 carrot. Then I have here cilantro. I'm gonna add in about that much. That's actually all I have. I have to buy fresh cilantro today. And then I have here a piece of ginger, so I'm gonna put in this piece of ginger and then all the other ingredients: cinnamon, turmeric, flavor drops, what else? I can't think right now. Ah yeah, green powder and water and protein powder. Now we do not have a juicer, like a machine for oranges, so we use this little plastic one. But honestly, that's good enough for me because I have a very firm grip and the few oranges I squeeze, I don't need a machine for that. We used to have a little machine, but we rarely used it because then you have to assemble it and the cleaning was kind of, I wouldn't say pain in the ass, but cleaning this is so much easier. So we decided to give it to someone who would use it more than we do. And instead of that, I have just this little thing and that works fine for me. So now you could probably see that I added the pulp into the water that I have here for the smoothie. I'll also squeeze these a little bit more and like make sure that all the pulp is gone. And now I will put into the blender the carrot and the ginger, the cilantro that's already washed. Then I add in the protein powder. So I'm gonna put in 2 scoops because I had my ballet yesterday, and let me tell you, I totally feel my butt because yesterday it was extra cool but also extra hard. Now a little bit of turmeric and cinnamon. Now the green powder. This is such a wonderful thing to add to your smoothie. It's so healthy. And today I will use banana flavor drops. I'm gonna add in about like 10 of these. and 10 of the white chocolate flavor drops. I'm not gonna use any cocoa powder today. Now I have here about half a liter of water. I always start with that amount, and now I'll close the blender and blend first these ingredients for a bit until they're nicely smooth. Hecky barking in the background, especially because of the carrot. So this is nicely blended, and now I will add the bananas, and then I will blend it again, and should it be too thick then I can always add a little bit more water. But I like my smoothie pretty creamy. It should be easy to drink it with my steel straw, and they are not necessarily very wide, so it's really good that it's not like pudding, but I also don't like it too runny, so it's just a personal preference. And now I blended the smoothie again with the bananas. Since these were 4 bananas, it added up to the volume, and I have in total 1.6 liter without adding any additional water, and that's going to be my breakfast. It looks weird, the color is like greenish, and it's not necessarily an attractive shade if you're not into green tones just like I am, but believe me, it tastes really yummy. I also like it a lot with cocoa powder, but today I felt like I wanted to have something different, so I left the cocoa powder out. But it's really good, especially with the orange pulp in winter. Like cocoa powder and orange pulp together creates a taste that is, for me, for whatever reason, kind of a wintry taste. Now, so I'm gonna have my breakfast. I also have to get dressed because I'm still in my pajamas, and then I have to run a few errands. I have to go to the post office, and then I have to buy a few things. So I would say I'm gonna talk to you guys when I'm gonna be back, and then I can show you what I bought. Like, it's gonna be kind of a food haul slash drugstore haul, and there's gonna be a few other things. Alright guys, so I'm back. I already did all of my shopping. I've been at the post office. It looked as though everyone who's living in the district decided to go there at the same time today. The line was endless and it took forever. And behind me I have the haul, the food haul, and here I have a few smaller things that are not from the supermarket. So I would say let's just start with these. So I bought myself these cute earbuds because one of my earbuds broke, and I realized I haven't bought any earbuds in a long time. So I bought these cute earbuds with rhinestones. So these are without rhinestones, and here the little star and the moons have rhinestones, and I have 3 extra holes in each ear, so this is the perfect amount, so I can have like a moon and a star and the little round bud in each ear. And then I bought myself this oil. This is for oil pulling. Now usually I oil pull with coconut oil, but I discovered this product. It's by the brand Be Good, which is the drugstore's own organic and vegan brand, and it's with mint oil and with sage, and I thought it sounded really nice. It would be a nice change to just plain coconut oil. So if you want me to make a video about oil pulling, then let me know. So I will show you the product because I don't think you could see that, it was too far. So that's the one I bought. And then I have a weakness for tacky Christmas socks, so I bought myself 2 pairs, and they had them on sale. So when you bought 2 pairs, then you just paid for 1, which is amazing. So I bought these black with Santa and these red with the reindeer. I actually had similar to these, but they were so old they literally started falling apart. So I felt like, you know, it's time to buy again some tacky Christmas socks. And now let's have a look at the food that I bought today. So since I don't like going to the store too often, I bought actually quite a lot so that I don't have to go and shop for the weekend. So let's start with the things that have to go to the freezer so that I can put them away. Now I have here a bag of fries. Now I usually make our own fries. I just chopped potatoes and put them in the oven, but every now and then when it has to go fast, I'm very grateful to have at least 1 bag of these in the freezer. And then I bought myself this vegan lasagna. I actually thought I could have it today for lunch, but then I decided to have something else. And that would be these quote-unquote fish sticks. They are, of course, plant-based. The base is, let me look it up, what the base is. I think it's soy and oat. Yeah, it's oat protein. And it doesn't even say that there is anything of soy, so it's just oat protein. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna have now. I already turned on the oven. You probably heard at some point a beep, so let me put them in shortly. So what else? I bought again a bag of oranges so that we can have a freshly squeezed orange juice every morning. Then I bought soup veggies and a broccoli. The only thing that pisses me off is that they always pack the broccoli in plastic, which is like, why? It's just not necessary. So I'm gonna make a broccoli soup. Then I've been also next door into the little Pakistani shop and I bought a few okra pieces because I usually use just a few pieces for my curry or for the stew, so I never buy more than that. That's enough. I also bought fresh cilantro. I told you in the morning that I had to buy fresh cilantro because I used up all I had left at home. Then I bought half of celery. Then I have here 2 packs of mushrooms because it's me and I can't live without mushrooms. I also bought tomatoes. Now I would prefer to buy tomatoes that were not packed. However, the tomatoes that were not packed were from Tunisia and these are from Austria, and I don't see a reason why I would buy Tunisian tomatoes when I can buy them regionally, so I went for these. Then I also bought these bell peppers. Again, can't they just have a thing that they say, okay, if you buy 3 you pay this and this amount, instead of wrapping that shit in plastic? It just pisses me off. Then I bought smoked tofu. As you can see, 2 pieces, like 2 packages, and it's again the heavily smoked tofu. I also bought coconut yogurt. I love this one so much, and this is a regional brand. I usually bought the, what was the brand? I don't even remember what the brand was, but another one, and then I discovered that our regional brand has exactly the same thing, so I'm buying only these nowadays. Then I bought salt sticks because I just like to nibble on something when we watch films. And I bought this chocolate drink. It's a plant-based milk, but I have to look it up what it is actually in English because I just forgot the name. I also bought next door in the small Pakistani store this tofu. This is a big pack and it's a little bit less expensive. Like, I mean, tofu is not necessarily expensive, but it costs a little bit less than the tofu from this brand. And when I know that I'm gonna make something where I will need a big piece of regular tofu, then I buy this one. If I need just a small amount, then I buy this brand. And then I bought these breads, or like, what is it, like ciabatta, I think you call it, or baguettes, whatever you want to call these, because I want to eat them with the broccoli soup. And I think that is it. Oh no, that's not true. I also bought olive oil. Now, and there are people who say like, yeah, you shouldn't eat any oil at all because it's long-term not healthy, which is true. Like long-term, it's still fat and it will still clog your arteries. But I like to have just a little bit on like grilled veggies or when I make baba ganoush and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not gonna die if I'm gonna eat a very small amount of this one. Like, come on. I'm eating so healthy in general, so I'm not gonna die just because of a little bit of olive oil. And also a bottle like that lasts forever in our house. And now the sticks have to stay for about 5 additional minutes in the oven and then I can have my lunch. And once I finished these sticks, I will have this chocolate plant-based milk. I looked it up, it's lupine. I mean, it's actually exactly the same word. It's called Lupinendrink in German and it's lupine drink in English. Wow, what a mystery. Oh, and I just realized that I actually have forgotten something. I also bought these 2 sweet potatoes. And here we have Hacky Bear. He's cuddled in his basket. The basket is next to the heating, so it must be very comfy there, and he looks pretty happy there. Alright guys, so let's have lunch. So I'm having just these sticks, which is not necessarily the best example of how to eat, because it's obviously processed food, but I like them. I think it would have been better if I had at least fresh mashed potatoes with these, or a fresh salad, or even something that's not processed, but that's what I'm having today and I'm being absolutely honest. So that's my lunch today, and I have shown you that I'm gonna have then the lupine drink after this. So I got a phone call from Jack He's doing all right. The surgery went well. He doesn't know any further details yet, but he's not in pain. He said like he feels the shoulder. It's like a very subtle, dull feeling that's almost pain, but obviously they gave him some painkillers, so he's doing fine. He already ate. When he checked in the hospital, he told them that he's a vegan, because I asked them, like I called them a few weeks ago when we knew about the appointment for the surgery, and I told him like, yeah, my husband is a vegan. Should I give him some food with him, or is there a possibility that you can organize something for him? And they said that's absolutely no problem. All he has to do is when he checks in that he says, like, that he tells the people that he's vegan, and they are going to get him vegan food. So he had some steamed veggies, and then he had an apple and something else that I forgot, but he said it was really good, and he's already feeling way better after he had some food. So that's good news. I'm totally relieved, because I was actually thinking like, okay, if I don't hear something within an hour, like from now, I will probably call. They set up a password, like he set up a password, so that when I call and when I tell them the password, that they will be allowed to give me any information. But I didn't have to use it, because obviously he's feeling fine, and he called me. So that's the update so far. So I will finish my lunch, then I'll go to the office, and since the office is pretty boring, there is nothing I could show you. I would say I'll talk to you guys later when I'm home and when I'll be cooking dinner. Hickey Bear and I are back at home from the office. It is shortly after 4, but it is already getting dark, so I'm gonna pull down the shades in a minute. And I already turned on all the Christmas lights so that it looks a little bit friendlier. It is super cold outside. Now, yesterday and today were the first days in a long time that I even put on gloves when I went outside, because usually I don't wear gloves in winter because my hands are mostly warm. But when it gets around 0, or when it's really raining and kind of, you know, like frosty wind, then I'm very happy to have gloves, and I was super happy I had them with me today. I made myself a chocolate tea. It's not the chocolate chai tea, it's the chocolate yogi tea that I bought recently, because they didn't have my favorite chocolate chai tea in the drugstore, but I think they should have it by now. But before I buy the chocolate chai tea, I want to use this up, or like almost use this up, because what I don't want is a drawer full of tea. And I know myself, like as soon as the chocolate chai tea will be home, I will not want this one. So first finish this one, which is not gonna take long, and then I will buy a few boxes of the chocolate chai tea, which is, I'm pretty sure, so boring for anyone else, but I just felt like sharing. Anyway, so right now I'm going to be editing a vlog that I filmed yesterday, because it has to be up tonight, but I still have enough time to do that. And then I will probably already transfer a few clips from today and start working on that. I do have a video for tomorrow, so I don't have to hurry, but I don't want to do it last minute, so I will start working on that. And later I will cook dinner. At this point, I still don't know if Jack will be able to come home, or if they will keep him in the hospital, but I promised him that I will definitely cook curry tonight, just in case he could be back home. Now, I have a recipe for my favorite curry on my channel, so I will link it down below. However, I will not use coconut milk tonight, and I will add, instead of seitan, beans, because that's something Jack enjoys a lot. But before I start cooking, I have to work on editing. So I got a very pleasant surprise, because the man of the house returned. He came back like 10 minutes ago, and you can see that his right shoulder is bandaged, and I was just asking Jack how he felt.
Pretty good, just tired.
Yeah, I bet you are. And he also said that he was hungry. So
partly tired because A, I had to get up at the crack of frickin' dawn.
That's true.
And B, the only thing I've had to eat today is just a very nicely prepared, but not a lot, just a little bit of vegetables and a salad.
Yeah, I think that's
all I've had to eat since yesterday.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock.
I think that's the problem very often, that like when you get vegan food somewhere from people who actually are not vegan, they just look up a recipe, they don't understand that it's not so calorie dense.
Oh, it took a while to even get that
Oh.
arranged with them.
Okay, yeah, well, but
They
at
were
least,
very nice. They were
yeah,
very nice, but it was just like just steamed vegetables and a salad with no dressing.
that's
And
not
I'm
much,
fine.
yeah. And
Yeah.
you're a big guy, you need a lot of food.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, look at the shirt. He has a very matching shirt.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead, so
I thought it was
funny.
just so appropriate.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna leave him and so that he can rest a little bit, and I will start cooking curries. Okay, with beans. Yes.
Great.
Okay, perfect. There's the second man of the house. Hello. All right. So I have here the ingredients for my curry. So I will use 1 onion, 1 tomato. I will use up this half of the yellow bell pepper. I will put in 1 carrot, 1 sweet potato, and 1 regular potato. Then I will chop about that much of the celery and add it as well. Then I have here a bowl of mushrooms, and I'm gonna use all the okra that I have here. And at the end, I will add a can of these black beans because black beans are Jack's favorite. Alright, so I served Jack's food in the soup dish because it's so much easier for him to eat, and I gave him like a variety of silverware so that he can see what's gonna work the easiest for him. And you could see that he was also demonstrating because apparently he thinks we are mentally challenged. And here is my food. This is a little bit fuller than Jack's plate, but don't worry, I'm gonna give him more once he finishes his up. Now, it doesn't look so presentable, but trust me, this is really delicious. Now, after dinner, Jack's gonna have a ginger tea. So there's a slice of lemon, a little bit of turmeric, and a piece of ginger. I have here my chocolate yogi tea with an oat drink, and we're gonna have each a glass of these salt sticks. And I have here also my water with lemon, and Jack has next to the sofa his soul bottle with water. Hacky Bear also finished his dinner. Jack let him out right now in the yard, and Jack also already prepared the screen, and we are about to watch Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. We are actually in the middle of the film. So that is it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's Vlogmas episode. As usual, if you did, don't forget to give the video a thumb up because that really helps my channel. You can also subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet. And as usual, I will list and link down below a lot of stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much and see you all tomorrow. Bye!